Okay, I'm back. Okay, I don't know. I lost connection. There was a lost connection there. All right. I hope the thing don't start getting janky here. But there's a lot of stuff that we need to do, family. There's a lot of stuff that we need to do. We got to start really, really empowering ourselves economically because the white supremacists out here are really going in hard right now. The white supremacists are going in hard. Now, I want y'all to feel me because I'm not going to be on here too long. I always say I'm going to do a short show, and usually I do an hour and a half, but I'll probably be on here for about an hour tonight. I'm not going to be on here long. We got to really use the momentum from the Black Friday boycott. And there are a lot of people who went shopping on Black Friday, but again, that's something that we have to expect. There's a lot of black folks who love the plantation. Don't worry about them. Can't save everybody off the plantation. You can't save everybody off the plantation. So we just got to focus on brothers and sisters out here and people who want to be down and people who want to support the cause, which is melanoid empowerment. We got to empower ourselves. We got to create an economic base because that plantation mentality is not working. And we're going to give you the names of clothing people, restaurants, coffee spots, medical facilities, the whole nine, the whole shebang. Now, I know y'all seen this picture with this, a lot of the mainstream websites and media outlets, they're circulating this picture of this little boy, little black boy, hugging this cop while he's crying. Let me see if I can find the actual picture for you. And they've been circulating this picture. Hold on. I'm crying. Hold on. Police. All right, let me see if I can find this picture. All right. This boy, what's his name? What's this little boy's name? This picture was taken in hold on, come on, thing. Okay, now my shit won't stay janky. Hold on 1 second. All right, let me get this popping. All right, so this kid, he was at a Ferguson protest, and I think it was in Seattle. He was in Seattle. I think that's where it was. And he had a sign, him and some other kids had a sign that says free hugs. And this little kid, this black kid, you know, they told his backstory that he was adopted by, like, I think a white lesbian couple or whatever on some different stroke shit. So there's a picture circulating around of him hugging the cop, and this is the picture. All right, so that's the picture of the black kid hugging the cop. And this picture is circulating all around the country, showing how we can be compassionate. Let me tell you something. This picture, to me, is a bunch of bullshit. I hate to be the fly in the soup. I think the picture is bullshit. I mean, it's good. The kid is compassionate. He's a kid. He doesn't know any better. He's just doing whatever. He's doing whatever he can do to survive. He doesn't know any better. So I'm not shitting on the kid here. I'm not shitting on the kid. My criticism is for people who are circulating the picture on that kumbaya shit because they know the message that they're sending with this kid. The message they're sending with this picture is, come on, black people. We know we're doing some raggedy shit to you, but show some compassion to us. Give us some of that good old Negro forgiveness. Come on. If this kid can be compassionate and give us some of that Negro forgiveness and turn the other cheek and hug his enemy, can't you other Negroes be the same? That's the message that they're sending with that damn picture. That's the picture. That's the message that they're sending. That Negro forgiveness. And that's all we get. People come to us with, come on, black people, stop the riot. Come on, violence is not going to solve anything, black people. Come on with the riots. Stop being mad. March peacefully. Give us peaceful protests, black people. What would Dr. Martin Luther King think? Stop all that bullshit. Because we're not really hearing that right now, because peacefulness, that has gotten us nowhere. Turning the other cheek just makes you beat our other cheek. Y'all talk about why we should be like Dr. King and be nonviolent, but y'all used violence on him when he did it. You remember? Do you remember that? Y'all used violence on Dr. King. So black people are constantly told to just give us a hug and forgive us. We're not going to change, but give us your Negro forgiveness. You're better than us. You're better than us, black people. Now, we're going to keep all the wealth and the power here, but you're just so much morally stronger than us. Look at this kid. He's crying. He's compassionate. He's forgiving the cops. Why can't you? Bullshit. That ain't the message you should send. The message we should send in the melanoid community is about melanoid empowerment. We should be talking about empowerment. Damn hugging a cop. That ain't it, people. People make you think that fixing racism is all about hugging people and getting them to pat you on the head. That's that slave-ass bullshit. Let me pat you on the head. Now, you still going to work on this plantation, but let me pat you on the head. Just because somebody's patting you on the head like you're their pet, that don't mean they're going to stop practicing racism. We need to be on that empowerment shit. Let's not fall for that bullshit. That's the shit they gave us in the 60s. Come on. Let's integrate by us giving you a hug. After we give you a hug, we're going to take your resources. We're going to keep them, and then you can work for us. So let's not fall for that. Well, his parents are two white lesbian women. He was adopted. That kid was adopted, so he's been indoctrinated. And the story they wrote about him, it was very interesting. They were talking about how, when he was 4 years old, he was real violent. He only knew curse words because of his environment. Basically, they were saying he was raised by some raggedy hood rat, which is the message they were trying to give. So he needed some good white people to save him. See, that's that message they love sending out, that all black kids need are some good white folks to guide them. Let me tell you, do you know in Kenya, the country of Kenya, they banned foreign adoptions. We're going to do a story on that on Melanoid Nation. But in Kenya recently, they just banned all foreign adoption because y'all think they run these stories over here where they're hugging these little black kids. Man, they get those black kids from Africa and do all types of shit to them. We had a whole thing about that in Hidden Colors 3. If you haven't seen it, go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. But they do all types of foul stuff to black kids. But that's the wrong message to send. Yeah, good for Kenya, exactly. But that's the wrong message to send. Crystal Wright, I don't take Crystal Wright seriously. She, she's a stooge for the white supremacists. She says, that's her shtick. Her shtick is to regurgitate white supremacist rhetoric. So she's not to be taken seriously. Like Neely Fuller said, don't shadow box. Don't box with the shadows of white supremacy. You take it to white supremacy. Because Crystal Wright don't believe half the shit she says. I don't believe she believes that. You say Tahuti be talking crazy about black? No, Tahuti breaks some real game down. No, Tahuti don't talk. He gives constructive game. Tahuti gives constructive game. We're going to do a story about that. What about black on black crime deflection? Because that's another thing, people. And I sent a tweet out about that. We got to stop falling for that what about black on black crime nonsense. You notice every single day on television, whenever we try to talk about race in this country, it always goes to what about black on black crime. It always goes to that. That's a deflection. That ain't nothing but a deflection. Anytime people say, what about black on black crime? You got to understand that's how the white supremacists debate. What they do, the rule is to never talk about white supremacy, so always change the subject. What about black on black crime is something, all they're doing is changing the subject. That's all they're doing. So black folks, this is the rule. I keep telling y'all how to handle that. When people start talking about what about black on black crime, just bring it back to the subject. What about white supremacy? We're talking about white supremacy. Let's talk about white supremacy and how come nobody's discussing it and how it's so prevalent in society where they're letting white supremacists kill black people. Well, black on black crime, how come there's no outrage? Well, we talk about black on black crime, but what about white supremacy? Just bring it back to white supremacy. It's that simple. What happens is the white supremacists will get black folks to go on a whole rant about black on black crime and defending the black on black crime and trying to debunk it. And while you're doing that, time is up. The white supremacists, they play this little game. It's a chess game. Because a lot of times on television, they give you 3 to 5 minutes to talk. If that. So, hey, we're going to talk about race. We got one side right here, and we got another coon. Somebody else who's going to oppose. So, somebody says, hey, man, we're tired of all these black people getting shot. Then somebody says, well, what about black on black crime? Where's Al Sharpton? And they say the same exact thing. They keep regurgitating the same thing, and the networks allow that. They want them to say the same thing and not really get to a point. So, you just got to bring it back to white supremacy. What about white supremacy? White supremacy is a problem. That's the real problem. Let's go back to white supremacy because that's what we're talking about. White supremacy has nothing to do. White supremacy is what's going on. That's the common denominator. White supremacy has been permeating this country for years. Black people have been getting killed by suspected white supremacists for decades in this country. So black on black crime is being dealt with, but white supremacy is not being dealt with. So what about white supremacy? Let's talk about that. Just bring it back to white supremacy. A lot of black people are afraid to even say white supremacy. You dig? And look, what's up, Slim Jim? You say, well, Darren Wilson has ties to the KKK. So? They ain't even hiding that. Maybe he does. So? What are you going to do about it? See, y'all got to understand, exposing these dudes for Klan ties and all that, they're letting you know how they get down. So spending your time trying to expose them, they're telling you, we're white supremacists and what you going to do about it. They're bold now. The white supremacists are real bold now. And if you're a non-black person, if you want to make the what about black on black crime argument, call up. I'll show you how to handle that. I'll show you how to handle the what about black on black crime argument, which is nothing but a deflection. And really, that's literally all it is, because if you start pressing the people about it, because even if you do go there, you can shut them up easily. If I can get a white supremacist or suspected white supremacist to call up, that would be great. And Rupert Murdoch, did y'all see that tweet that Rupert Murdoch sent out? Rupert Murdoch sent out a tweet, and this was bold. This is the head of a major billion-dollar corporation. He sent out a tweet talking about, I'm paraphrasing. He said something to the effect of people making a fuss about the Egyptians. All the Egyptians I know are white. And the Egyptians are Middle Eastern or something like that. And he was like, what? He said they were, what did he say? Something about them being Middle East. I got to read the tweet. Let me find the tweet. Let me go to melanoidnation.com, melanoidnation.org. Let me read the tweet. I don't want to say the wrong thing. melanoidnation.org. Let me read the exact tweet that Rupert Murdoch put on Twitter the other day. Okay, the tweet was, Moses film attacked on Twitter for all white cast. Since when are Egyptians not white? All I know are. Now, like I told y'all before, white supremacy is based on the I say so mantra. It is because I say so. Why? I'm the white supremacist. I got the money, power, and I can say it, and you can't do anything about it. In that one tweet, that's all he's saying. They're white because I say they're white. I don't give a damn what they look like. I say they're white. Since when are they not white? All I know are I say they're white. And I got billions of dollars to back up what I think. That's how white supremacy works. White supremacy is that simple. Then there was another tweet. He said, everybody attacks my last tweet. Of course, Egyptians are Middle Eastern, but they're far from black. They treated blacks as slaves. All right. Again, that's white supremacist rhetoric. Now, this got a lot of people in a tizzy, rightfully so. And this is why we do the Hidden Colors film. In Hidden Colors 4, we're going to address that once and for all so we can... I particularly avoided putting that in the Hidden Colors film because that's an old argument. That's an argument that's been, Sheikh Anta Diop just knocked that on out the box. John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben, these brothers, they debunked the white Egyptian lie 30, 40 years ago. But and I've heard a lot of white supremacists say things like, well, the Egyptians are Middle Eastern, trying to compare the people that are there now to the people who were there in ancient times. And if you just know a little bit about history, it's so easy to debunk that. There's no such thing as a Middle East. The term Middle East is a new term. The term Middle East is a new term. Do y'all know that? First of all, the people over there don't call themselves Middle Easterners. That's an American term. They do not call themselves Middle Easterners. The term Middle East was really popularized in around the year 1902. That's a relatively new term. There was a guy, a white U.S. Navy strategist. I think his name was, what was his name? Last name is Mahan. I can't think of his first name. But his last name was Mahan. And he was a Navy strategist, and he described the place between, the area between Arabia and India, that was the so-called Middle East. He named it that. Well, he popularized that. I think around 1850 there was another Dutch company that referred to the name Middle East, but they're not sure. But it was popularized by Mahan. That's the guy's last name. Alfred Mahan. There you go. Alfred Mahan. That's the guy's name. There you go. So he popularized the term, and then they expanded the Middle East to represent like places in North Africa because of the Arab conquest. But the ancient people were not Arabs, not Middle Easterners. You think they were not Arabs? They were not Middle Easterners. These were black African people. And they definitely were not Anglo-Caucasian at all. See, that's another thing too. A lot of times when people start talking about the color of the Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians, what happens is they'll show a bunch of white ones, and then when black people say, hey, the Egyptians, they didn't look like that, people will deflect the argument. They'll say, well, the Egyptians weren't black because of the DNA says the RB185338 says that they're not black and the sub-Saharan Africans are different from the North there. Then they're going to this whole spiel about how black they're not. But they totally ignore how white they're not. They ain't white. So even if you want to go into a parallel universe and say, okay, let's say they weren't black, but the likelihood of them being black is more prevalent than them being white. There's just no way the ancient Egyptians were even remotely Caucasian, white, nothing. Especially in the time frame of that movie. This movie that's coming out, they use real people. Well, it's based on real people who were around during the 19th dynasty. Queen Tuya, Seti I, Ramses, all these people, that was the 19th dynasty in Egypt. So that was around the year 1250, 1230 BC. So it's historically, genetically impossible for Europeans to be in Africa at that time. It's literally impossible. Now, it's possible that they were black, which they were, because hell is right next to Nubia and all the other black nations. So the likelihood of them being black makes more sense because they're in a continent full of other black people. That's not really divided by any land barrier. They try to make it seem like the Sahara Desert is a land barrier, which it's not. The people traveled up and down the Sahara through the Nile River. Okay, so we got somebody in here playing around, Pimp Barbecue. Yeah. Yes, indeed. There are pyramids in Egypt. I mean, in Ethiopia. They got pyramids down there in Ethiopia. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. A lot of folks in here. Y'all packed up in here tonight. A lot of folks in here. And the phone number is 818-850-5404. That is the number. 818-850-5404. So black folks, we got to get on that black spending spree where we spend our paper with black folks. It's going to have to be a regular thing. We got to create that economic base. What's up? Who's calling? This nigga right here. What's up, man?
Hey, Tariq.
What's up, man? What's on your mind, man?
Hey, man, it's Jack from Augusta, man. I just saw something you wouldn't believe Wednesday night.
What happened?
I pulled up in this, not convenience store, like a store, okay, in the parking lot. And I was talking to my wife before I got out. So this truck pulls up beside me. And these two white guys get out. I guess father and brother, two brothers, right? Well, before that, this brother pulled up. And this brother was strapped, man. I mean, like the cowboy day. You could see his stuff on his side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm saying to myself, I know this brother got to have papers, walking around like this. So he goes in the store. And at that time, another truck pulls up beside me with these two white guys in it. So they go in the store. And all of a sudden, the one white guy runs back out, goes in his truck, and gets his gun. So I'm saying, oh, shit, what's going to go down now? Right? So when he gets his stuff out of his truck, he hears me talking to my wife. I said, man, you won't believe what I'm saying. So he looks at me and listens to me talking about what I see and looks at me and smiles. So I continue talking, letting him hear what I'm saying. So he walks back in the store with his gun. And at that time, I'm sitting there waiting for something to bust off, right? So the brother comes walking out. And I walked up to him. I said, man, did you know the white guy saw you with his gun and came back this truck and got his and went there too? He said, no, I don't know, man. I said, well, I know you got your papers, right? He said, yeah, you can go downtown and get yours too, man. For $80, you can get yours if your record's clean.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying to myself, it's okay for them to walk around strapped. But if we walk around strapped, they get all crazy. Even if we got papers.
Right. Well, you live in a system of white supremacy. See, we live in a system of white supremacy. We know that. It's blatant. We live in a system of white supremacy. What we got to do, we got to get in a position where economically we can make moves. Right now, we're too scattered economically. We're not organized. And this is why people can do anything they want to do with us. See, we keep trying to get around getting our shit together economically. And we can complain and point out the inequities all day. We know we live in a system of white supremacy. So they're going to continue to treat us differently than they treat other people. I put up a story on the Melanoid Nation site where there was a brother in Michigan. He was walking down the street with his hands in his pocket because it's cold. Somebody called the police on him and said there's a man walking down the street with his hands in his pocket looking suspicious, and the cops stopped him and detained him. And there's a video of it on Melanoid Nation. The cops literally said, well, you got your hands in your pocket, you look suspicious, we had to stop you. So black folks are being treated like we're on slave plantations right now. That's because we're not together. We don't have a code of conduct. We're not spending our money with each other. We're not creating an economic base. And they're simply going to treat us any way they want to treat us right now because the white supremacists, they got a code. They've raised millions of dollars for Darren Wilson. So they're giving rewards to other white martyrs to do the dirty work for the white supremacists. So we got to get a code and we got to get very serious about what we need to do because it's going to get worse. Now you got a multi-billionaire media conglomerate owner getting on Twitter making racist remarks. That's very dangerous. That's real dangerous right now. Right now, the way it's going, it looks like they could set this shit up where they could just literally start killing all black people in droves. And I'm talking about like in groups on some Holocaust shit right now. The way they're setting it up right now and the way the propaganda machine is going on against us 24 hours when you turn on the television. What about black on black crime? This is all you hear on television. We're getting shot. We're getting incarcerated. So it's almost like they're getting into straight up and down hardcore Nazi style genocide they're setting it up for. So we got to get real serious about dealing with these white supremacists and getting our shit together to protect ourselves. You feel me?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about going downtown to City Hall and get me some papers too, brother, because I ain't gonna just roll up on me.
You better, and I tell all black folks, you better strap it up. You better get your papers, because you don't know what crazy white supremacists is out here. Get your record clean. If you got a felony, get that shit expunged so you can get your strap and protect yourself, because these white supremacists are going wild out here, and you need to protect yourself, man. Thank you for the call. Not only do you need to protect yourself, you need to create your businesses and protect your businesses. That's what you need to do. And the UN, they keep doing these torture reports and all that. Well, do something. The UN, what you gonna do? The UN, if you're gonna do something, UN, United Nations. And we gotta get on the president and have him at least say something. I mean, the president is not saying anything about all these black people getting killed with impunity in the country. And the UN, they should definitely step in. I mean, this is literally genocide. When you have so many black people getting killed by suspected white supremacists and nothing is happening to them, the UN should have been stepped in. You dig? Because it's insane. This is genocide. And black folks got to stop giving Barack Obama a pass. There was a story about some people in the GOP criticizing his daughter. Somebody was saying something about his daughter or whatever, and some people were posting up on my page. And look, I'm not cheerleading for Barack Obama. I'm not. People were trying to take up for him and the daughters. I'm not. Barack Obama ain't taking up for these kids getting shot. Barack Obama is not taking up for he ain't saying nothing for these kids who are getting shot out here. He ain't saying, hey, this is kind of wrong. So we got to really protect ourselves right now. We got to really protect ourselves right now. Because shit is real out here. Let's see who's calling. What's up? Who's calling?
Yourself, Flex. Chris out the Bay Area, man.
What's up, Chris? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Two quick observations. One, have you seen? I don't know if it's a real article or not, but they're trying to post up articles about Mike Brown having an arrest record and all that stuff. Somebody got felonies and all that other shit.
No, he didn't. These are fake websites, and y'all need to check the sources on these websites. And that's another thing. Black folks believe every goddamn thing that's posted up, man. No, a lot of these sites are fake. Mike Brown did not have a felony.
And I knew that was fake too. This girl had the nerve to post that shit on my page. I got on their line about that. Yeah. And second thing I want to say, and this is kind of a weird story. So I was talking to this Latin chick one time, and so I asked her nationality, and she named all type of stuff like, oh, my mother's El Salvadorian, my auntie's this, my auntie's that. And she was like, you know what? So I don't really know what I am. I guess you could say I'm white. Mm. And that kind of threw me. I was like, where the hell did you get white from? You just named all type of Hispanic shit.
Because they allow Hispanics to be white in America. Legally, they allow Hispanics to be white. So Hispanics usually take that option. That's why the so-called the white numbers are bigger, because they just allow more people to categorize themselves as white. Back in most of the people who are white today were not white 60 years ago. You understand? A lot of people in the Middle East weren't considered white 60 years ago, but they're considered white now. Hell, a lot of people from Southern Europe, like Italians, weren't considered white a little over 60 years ago, but they allowed them to be white now. So whiteness is a socio-political construct, and it's very arbitrary, you dig? So when people start talking about genetics and all that stuff, then I get them. I'm like, okay, so we're going to talk about genetics and black inferiority. What the hell makes a person white, and what makes your genes superior? And then they stuck. So don't even trip on that. Don't even trip on that. We need to be tripping about finding other black folks who we can do business with, who's on the same page, where we can empower ourselves. And it don't even have to be a lot, but just enough black folks. That's all we need. We need enough black folks, the right black folks, who's down for the cause. Thanks for the call, man. That's what we got to understand, family. Trying to recruit all black folks, old knucklehead niggas out here who you got to shake and wake up. Don't waste your time. You're going to frustrate yourself trying to do that. You're going to frustrate yourself trying to do that. Just get with black folks who's already down. Peanut and TJ are fine. Let me get some non-black folks calling up. Let me get some, because I want to hear from you. Let me know what's on your mind. All my black folks, hang up for 1 minute. Let me get some of the non-black folks. Let me get some of the white brothers and sisters to call up to hear what you got to say. Because a lot of folks are in here right now. We're real heavy in the room right now. And don't forget, I'm going to be doing a lecture next week in Amsterdam, Holland. We're going to be talking about race. I'm going to be talking about that Black Peter fiasco that's out there. People dressing up like Black Peter. I'm going to be going real deep in that. Oh, we heavy in here. We almost got 1,500 people. We are heavy in here tonight. But I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff out there. So if you're in anywhere close to that area in Europe, y'all need to come on down. All right, let's see who we got. What's up? Who's calling?
How's it going, King Flat?
What's up? I'm going to have you call back. Let me get my non-black folks in. I want to hear what they got to say. What's up? Who's calling?
Oh, Tariq. It's Samir from Jersey.
I'm going to have you call back, brother. All right.
All right.
Cats got to listen to what I'm saying here. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi, this is Maria from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Hey, Maria from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. How are you, sister?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Well, Maria, you a Puerto Rican?
No, sir.
What are you with a name like Maria?
I'm Italian.
Oh, you're Italian?
Well, half Italian. My father's black. But,
oh, okay. So you black. Okay. So you have Italian and you have black then. So you black.
Well, not everybody considers me black. If you see me, you wouldn't know I'm black.
Oh, really? What's your Twitter page? I want to see your Twitter.
I don't have Twitter.
What's your Facebook?
I have Instagram.
Okay. Well, what's your Instagram?
My Instagram, capital K.
Hold on. Let me look it up right here. I'm going to see how Italian you look. Hold on 1 second. Capital K. Wait. Capital K. Okay.
Yes. M-R-E.
M-R-E. Okay. Underscore. Okay.
21, 30.
21. What? Did she hang up? Oh, somebody done hit her in the head. Okay. Okay, so her dude slapped the phone out of her hand. All right, somebody hit her in the head with a bowl of ravioli. She's giving out too much information. Okay. All right, somebody hit her dead in her mouth. Somebody hit her in the nose with some Chef Boyardee. She was giving out too much information. Okay. All right, Maria, I'm sorry that happened to you, Maria. Damn. Yes, she is Italian. They gave her a mafia ass whooping. They gappled her up. They got in her ass. All right. What's up? Who's calling?
It's Kevin.
Hey, Kevin, where you calling from, man?
Orlando.
Orlando?
Yeah.
Okay, now, Kevin, you white, black? What are you, bro?
Black.
Okay, what's on your mind, Kevin?
Yo, I kind of like deleted all my friends off of Facebook, like because I find out they blatant white supremacists, bro.
They do what to white supremacists?
Like, okay, let me explain. Like, I don't get it. Like, why is it that, every time there's a situation that happens with, innocent black kids gunning down, whites tend to always play old black people look alike and start getting random pictures of black people that won't even look like the victims and be posting it up on Facebook and say, see, this is why that person got gunned down. It's not even really that person.
Well, that's what white supremacy, the white supremacists like to troll the internet and really talk shit about black people. That's their thing. They try to be antagonistic and as insulting as possible, because that's what white supremacy is really about. It's about mistreating people. And that's a religion that certain people, they get an ego boost and they get off on that. The thing is, we keep trying to figure out why they're doing it, and if we hug them enough, they'll stop. We got to get off that. We got to get into a position where we protect ourselves from that, so it doesn't affect us like we're just sitting ducks. That's all we are right now. For these sick psychos on the internet or just all over the country who want to practice white supremacy, we're sitting ducks right now. They can do anything, and the international community sees this, and the UN keeps doing these investigations, and they haven't stepped in. So there are a lot of things that we need to talk about. But my thing to you is link up with other black folks and come up with ways to empower yourself economically so you can protect yourself.
Oh yeah. I do that like in college, like real talk. Like all my friends, I always educate them in everything in college. Like, and also like I've been on Facebook, and this girl who has this Tumblr, I posted on the chat. She's been exposing blatant white supremacists who've been posting out racist tweets.
Yeah.
Tweets. And she got them fired from their jobs.
Yeah, that's good.
She wrote a complaint letter and saying, "Oh, one of your employees is being racist online and saying all these racist stuff," and they have to be apologetic. It was hilarious. Like, I'm like, see, karma's you know what?
All right, now thank you for the call. But yeah, that's what they do. The white supremacists are real sneaky. They hide, and what they do, they hide behind certain black folks too. They get black people to be their mouthpieces, or they get some white supremacists like Rudy Giuliani, who's at the end of his career, to go out here to be the bulldog for white supremacy. That's why he's going around making all of these white supremacist statements, and then the Ted Nugents and all of these people. So black people, what we got to do a few things. First, black folks, we got to understand that these situations are not just about police brutality. Don't let people fool you into believing that. Do not believe that this whole thing, all of these killings, are just about police brutality. Because some people are saying, well, the answer is just we got to start making cops wear cameras. And that will help, but the white supremacist cops, they'll just turn the cameras off when they do their dirt. They'll just turn the cameras off. And again, the police, they're part of the problem. The other part of the problem is when black folks are on trial or when the grand juries are convening or whatever, you have a bunch of white supremacists on the jury pool. That's the problem too. That's bigger than the cop problem. The problem is that we got these white supremacists on these juries. So what we need, just like during Jim Crow, during the first Jim Crow era, they will put all these white jurors on here, and these white jurors would never convict another white person for killing a black person. So historically in this country, white supremacists have always gotten away with killing black people since the beginning of this country. Decade after decade, they've been getting away with killing black people because of these juries. They put these white people on juries. And they do it now. What they do, they get majority white jurors, and then they'll say, like the grand jury, they'll get 3 black folks but 9 whites, and to get a conviction, you only need, or not a conviction, or to win the verdict, you only need white people to vote. I mean, you only need 9 votes. So the white supremacists, they get down behind the scenes, and then they orchestrate all of these things behind the scenes that we're not aware of. So we got to make sure that we get juries of our peers, and we got to say we need black folk, real black folks within the community on these juries. Now, out there in Ferguson, the prosecutor didn't want to prosecute Darren Wilson, and they got to look into that too. Again, there's all types of ill-begotten strategies they used out there. And the people like Jonathan Gentry, and there's another black dude that they've been circulating. This one black dude got a baseball cap on. People have sent me his video. I think I watched about 2 seconds of it. I don't even want to see it. I can already tell the fact that it has gone viral. I already know what this nigga's saying. So I don't even want to see this dude's video. I don't want to hear it. I already know what he's saying. Just another nigga out here trying to get his pat on the head from the white supremacists. Nubian 99 is trolling. But again, jurors, we got to get these jury pools more even. And also, we got to make sure that on these jury pools, they don't get a whole bunch of crystal rights on there. You dig? Yeah, I already knew. I already knew this dude was cooning. Somebody said it wasn't a race issue, but a sin issue. Okay. You say who be simping for who? But yeah, I saw some videos of some brothers down there in Ferguson. They were like strapped up. They were like, "Hey man, you know, we got the choppers ready, man." Because there's all types of little white supremacist groups going down there. So the brothers should be strapped up to protect themselves because you don't know what those white supremacists are going to do. Yeah, Bill Mason. I heard about that. What's up, Pimp Barbecue Sauce? When am I coming to Canada? When y'all get y'all money together and bring me out? Because a lot of folks were asking, they were like, man, you going to Amsterdam? How come you just going to pass up the UK? How come you're not going to the UK? Well, the thing is, UK, if y'all really wanted me out there, y'all would have got y'all money together. Like Amsterdam, man. The people in Holland got their money together. They breaking me off lovely. That's why I'm going to Holland. I'm not going, ain't going out there on a vacation. They break bread. They breaking good bread. So if you want me to come out, the UK, y'all ain't, get serious. Money talks. See, people got to understand, money talks. You get stuff done with paper. Shit, y'all got it. Y'all out there buying all types of clothes and clubbing and all that shit. Y'all got paper. Money talks, man. We got to be on that money talks thing. See, we black folks want to be on that plantation mentality all over the world. You want to sit around and just bullshit around and then have everybody else do all the work for you while you get to spend your money on nigga trinkets. And that's that plantation mentality. On the plantation, all our resources go to drinking, partying, having fun, and then everybody else takes care of the basic needs. You dig? So we got to be on that money talk shit. If you want stuff done, get your money involved. Money can make everything happen. The thing is, cats don't want to spend no money. Man, money talks, dude. Yeah, dudes want to be cheap, but then want to splurge on nigga shit. You dig? All right, let's see who's on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi, Tariq.
Hey, who's this?
Hi, I have a question for you.
Okay, what's your name, sweetie?
My name is Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New York.
Okay, were you the girl who called up?
From Brooklyn.
Okay, you sound like the girl who called up and hung up.
What girl? I don't know. I just signed on.
Okay. So what's
I don't know.
Okay, so what's on your mind, Aaliyah?
Okay. First of all, I'm 20.
Okay.
Or whatever, and I have a baby father.
How old is your baby?
And
How old is your child?
She is 10 months.
Okay, you just had a baby. Okay.
Yes. And so I'm starting to get, I guess, I don't know what is conscious. You know, like I'm learning about my history and all of that stuff.
Right.
Actually, I have been for a long time, but I haven't really gotten into it really until maybe a year ago.
Okay.
But anyways, my baby father is not like that at all.
Okay, what's up?
And we're
What's
starting
up?
to bump heads now because he's like really ignorant.
Okay,
and he doesn't have no knowledge of himself. Like, it's just really ridiculous. And I was wondering, do I like wait until he gets older and maybe learn something, or do I just like chuck it up?
Now, how old is he? How old is he?
He's 21.
So y'all basically the same age. So he's ignorant. Yeah. So this dude's so ignorant. Why'd you have a baby by an ignorant ass dude?
Well, I mean, my mind state wasn't how it is now when I met him.
When'd you meet him?
I met him through friends. We grew up in the same neighborhood, though.
How long? How long have you known him?
Like 6 years, like a long time.
Oh, okay, but you can't say he's ignorant. You chose to just have a baby by an ignorant ass dude. That says a lot about you. That says a lot about your little ass. You dig? Now, what kind of quality? Well, I mean, on some real shit. What kind of quality of life are you going to have for your kid with an ignorant ass baby dad? You didn't even say your boyfriend.
I mean, he's not that bad. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he's very like he provides for her. Like, he's very like he's not lazy or nothing like that.
Not lazy.
He's just his mother just never taught him his history or encouraged him to learn and read and do things like that. And I be trying, to get him to do it, but
now you sound like y'all not together. Y'all not even together, are you?
No, we're together.
Okay, because you refer to him as your baby's father. When are y'all gonna get your own place? Because I know y'all both sound like y'all live with your parents.
No, he doesn't live with his parents. I do. I live with my mother.
Okay, who does he live with?
He lives by himself.
Well, how come you ain't living with him?
Because I don't want to.
Okay.
We tried it before I had the baby, and it just, I don't think I was ready for it. I didn't want to be checked on all the time.
I swear, black folks got to stop with that plantation mentality shit. Black men and women get on that plantation. The plantation mentality is that you have a baby first and then figure out the other shit later. You understand? That's that hustling backwards shit. Y'all have a baby, but y'all haven't figured out nothing. He's over here. You at home with your mom. Your mom is probably 38. How many brothers?
She's not 38. She's 54.
Your mom is 54 years old.
Yes.
How many kids she got?
She has 3 kids.
Okay. You the youngest?
I'm the youngest, yes.
And your mom, she don't want your ass all up in the house with a baby. Your mom trying to turn up. She's trying to get it popping. You did? Come on, man. Y'all staying on, living on your mom. Yeah. Hey, what you doing for money? You trying to wait for your Section 8 to come through? What you doing?
Section 8?
Yeah, what you trying to do?
I work for SUS. That's first of all.
Okay.
And what's SUS? College. I'm not a bum.
All right, what's SUS?
SUS, Services for the Underserved.
Oh, okay. And what's your dude do? What does he do?
He hustles.
Okay, nothing. So he does nothing. Okay. So you got a nigga who does nothing because that if you can't immediately say what a motherfucker does, he does nothing. He does nothing.
He does something. He does something.
He sells incense. He ain't really getting down in New York. Not no 21-year-old nigga. He ain't really moving no major moves at no 21 in New York in this climate. So yeah, he ain't.
I mean, he's doing all right. He has an apartment. He has a car. He's all right.
Okay. So again, y'all hustling backwards, man. Y'all got these babies. He's hustling. You staying with your mom. Yeah. What's your plans? What do you plan on doing, young lady?
My plan is get myself together.
Okay, that's too vague. Getting together as far as what? How? How are you getting yourself together?
As far as getting myself situated, like financially, situated in my own place.
Right.
I'm finishing school. I'm going to school for education. I don't want to work in public school. I wanted to start open a daycare first when I'm finished. Get my license and everything.
All right. And
that's my plan for myself.
Okay, Aaliyah. All right, Aaliyah, I hope you get it together. I got footage of your dude. This is your dude out here hustling. This is your dude right here. Hold on, right? All right, anyway, enough of that. Good Lord. Oh, man, we got to stop that old hustling backwards shit, man. This nigga's out here hustling. Fuck out of here. Come on, man. That has to go, man. That has to go. That's another thing, people. On some melanoid empowerment, we're going to have to get our family structures in order. You know what my ultimate goal, what I want to do, family? What I want to do, I want to get a community somewhere. I want to get some paper together, get some brothers and sisters who want to start a business, and get like an incubator community. There was a community that they're selling over in Connecticut for I think under $1 million. I know people were trying to raise money for that, but I want to get somewhere in America, possibly somewhere in Georgia, I don't know, but get like a new Black Wall Street type of community. One street, half a block or whatever, half a block street or whatever. Could be a whole block. Get apartments and businesses in that area. You understand? And as an experiment, this can be done. It can be done as an experiment, but get a block, get apartments, different businesses. We move there, have people move there, and we circulate our money in that and literally build another Wall Street, a Black Wall Street, just like that was done back during the Jim Crow when Black people would build their own communities. I would like to do that. And I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. I just got to find a location. No, he said some people would find a way to tear it down. No. Let me tell you why. First of all, number one, the requirements to move in, if we have an apartment there, we're going to make it a family-oriented place. It's going to, your family unit has to be intact. That's number one. We're going to make it we're going to make it a family unit type of place. We might have to make it so-called semi-private to roll like that, so that a motherfucker can't come in with some Section 8 or some shit. No, it's going to be a progressive community. It's going to be progressive. And that's one of the things, because I've been thinking about that for a long time. It's important to have strong family units first. Also, with a strong family unit, there can be direction. Make it a real community. Make it a planned community. Because most of the suburbs that's out here, these were planned communities. Like the first planned suburbs were the Levitt towns. They were planned communities. And we can get that. And I don't even think it takes a hell of a lot of money. What we'll do, have like apartments, then we'll have, or condos or whatever, have grocers, connect with people who got farms, brothers and sisters. There's a lot of Black farmers out there to bring in the food, have cleaners, have just other facilities that we need. And we circulate our money around that. You dig? To show people how it can be done. No, it's not. That's a religious thing. What he did was religious. Speaking of that, also what we're doing, this is what we're going to do. Also, we're doing this in December. Yeah, I'm very familiar with him, Eric. What we're going to do, we're having a toy drive. We're going to do the toy drive in Chicago. We're doing the toy drive in Chicago. And how is having a business structure a cult? See, niggas always got that, that other shit going on. No. It's like every other business. Chinatown ain't a cult. Ethiopia Town ain't a cult. I mean, damn. Yeah, these people, they build their communities. They create communities with families. Then they build their businesses and circulate their money around that. Yeah, don't ignore the idiots. Of course, there's going to be idiots, and that's another thing. Don't let the idiots distract you. We got like 1,500 people in here, so of course there's going to be some knuckleheads. Yeah, all other international groups are doing this. I know you're joking, but that's something that's tangible. We start off small. Like I said, all I need is a block, a city block, businesses, buildings, or empty buildings or whatever. We can renovate those things, create businesses, and that's like an incubator. We all feed off each other, circulate the money off each other. But like I was saying, we're going to have, I talked about the toy drive, food drive we were going to do. What we're going to do this December in Chicago. We decided to do it in Chicago. We're going to have a toy drive in Chicago. melanoidnation.org. We're going to have a toy drive in Chicago. You guys can make donations to that at melanoidnation.org. What I need, my brothers and sisters out there in Chicago, we need some brothers and sisters to be volunteers. Email me at info@tariqelite.com. Also, I need some brothers and sisters in Chicago because I'm talking to some venues. One drop-off spot that we might have is a bookstore. But if you know of some community centers out there that we could use for the toy drive, that would be great. So all my brothers and sisters in Chicago, if you know of some community centers out there, we're still looking too. But if somebody's already out there and you know some community centers that we can use for the toy drive, please hit me up at info@tariqelite.com and we can get that popping. And again, we need volunteers for Chicago too. And this is going to be, I think the toy drive, we'll do it around December 20th, but we're going to start collecting stuff. We just got to get the venues. That's it. We got to get the venues together. That's what we're getting, King Me. I'll let you know where to get where to send the toys once we find the exact venue. And but you can make donations to that now at melanoidnation.org. You can send in toys. We're going to buy extra toys and all that stuff too. Thank you very much, German. So we're going to have that toy drive out there. That's what's up, Chanel. If you want to volunteer, that would be great. That would be great. We're heavy in here tonight, man. The room is packed tonight. All right, what's going on? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? I'm calling back. It's Smith from New Jersey.
Hey, what's on your mind, man?
Hey, listen. You was talking about Hispanics, and I work with a Hispanic guy. You know what I mean? I hired him, like I drive trucks.
Okay.
And it's kind of like, so we get into the conversation about the whole Mike Brown thing, and he's so hell bent on telling me it's not about race. And I thought about the podcast that you had named Friends and Allies.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I'm just trying to figure out, is it even worth trying to explain to, let's just say, somebody of Hispanic background, the black plight? Because, you know what I mean? Like, I felt it. It was to the point where I was ready to fire the dude and kick him off my damn truck. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, man. This is the thing, black folks, I really want black folks to understand this. Just like John Henry Clark said, we ain't got no friends, dude. When it all boils down to it, some people, they'll go and march with us and stuff. Hey, hands up, don't shoot. They'll march, but when it comes down to power, ain't nobody really fucking with us like that because we got to do it ourselves. Black folks get on this whole thing. We get to marching and protesting. They're hurting us black and Latinos. That's black folks talking. Don't you know you never see any Latino leader get out there and say, us Latinos and blacks. They never say that. They say, us Hispanics, we need this, we need that. Nobody's representing us, but we get out here and try to represent everybody. And I'm not shitting on our Latino brothers. There's some cool Latino cats out there. But the thing is, at the end of the day, the Latino community, they do look out for their own, and rightfully so. I'm not even mad. We got to treat people like they treat us. When they look out for their own, we got to look out for our own. We're so afraid to say, look, we're going to do this for black folks. We need help for black folks. We're so afraid because we've been taught that black is negative from the dominant society. Black folks think that if we ride and rally for all these other groups like Hispanics, they're going to come over and do the same. A lot of Hispanic, and not all, but there's a lot of Hispanics that will jump right up there with the white supremacists. Shout out to George Zimmerman, and do the exact same thing as the white supremacists. And I'm not saying all, but we don't know who's the Hispanic white supremacists. We don't know who they are. We don't know who's going to co-sign white supremacy. So our thing is we just have to look out for ourselves and get our communities popping, just like everybody else, including the Hispanic community, just like they're getting their communities popping. And that's just what it is. There's no way around that, man.
Hey, Tariq, I got one more question.
Go ahead.
All right. And it's another thing, too. I bump heads with my family. I bump heads with friends. I bump heads with people on social media when it came to me criticizing Barack Obama. However, in these past couple of incidents that went by, black people are starting to kind of like wake up.
Right.
So now a lot of black people are starting to see, some of the stuff that I was saying was, actually correct. You know what I mean? So how do we, to confront Barack Obama, you said something about shadow boxing.
Right.
Would that be considered shadow boxing?
Well, no, he's the president, so we're right in our criticism because, there are people behind him, but we don't know who they are, you dig? So he's the mouthpiece. So we need to say, hey, President Barack, and it's very important that we need to do this because we need to say, President Barack Obama, why aren't you speaking up for black people? And a lot of us are scared to do that. And what's going to happen when the next white candidate comes in and we say, hey, why don't you do something for us? They're going to be like, well, hell, you didn't ask Barack. That's the main thing they're going to throw in our face. So we need to let them know we are asking Barack Obama to say and do something for us. Because if the next person gets in there, it's going to be a million times worse if we don't. So we got to get real serious and just say, hey, look, this is what's happening to us. We're not pleased with it. We're not pleased with Barack Obama looking out for the Hispanic community, the gay community, the Arab community, all these other groups except us. And you see, the world sees how we're being treated right now. We're being literally lynched damn near on a weekly basis. So that's what it is.
You're 100% right.
Yes,
You're 100% right. Because that's the first thing they say to me. They say, well, what do you want him to do? I said, did y'all just pay attention to he just gave an executive order concerning the Hispanic community and immigration. So what are you talking about? He can't do nothing. But it's real crazy.
Yes,
all right, Tariq.
Thanks for the call, man. Man, there's like I said, there's a lot of things that should be done. There's a lot of things that should be done. I mean, he does give executive orders, man. He could give injunctions to police officers, do something about these juries. That's the main thing. That's the main thing, these juries. Because the white supremacists in these jury pools, that's why these cops are doing what they're doing. Because the thing is, there are a lot of rogue cops out there, but the thing is, these cops are not attacking other white people like that because they know they'll be punished for it. They're attacking us because they know they can get away with it. The only reason Darren Wilson shot Mike Brown is because he knew he could get away with it. That whole cockamamie story about him being beat in the face and all that, and you see his face barely had a scratch in it. Mike Brown should not have been executed. But again, arguing the ins and outs of the case, that's irrelevant because the white supremacists go by the we say so. We say Mike Brown was a thug. We say that he was attacking him, even though his face doesn't show that. We say it, and we say that Mike Brown deserved to get killed. So now, what do we do about that? What do we? And that's another thing. These police officers, the police unions, which is a very important voting block. The police unions are a very important voting block. They can go to Republicans or the Democrats, and both parties love courting that group because they vote as a block. It's hundreds of thousands of them, from what I understand, the police union. So Barack Obama doesn't want to say anything negative about cops because that's a very important voting block for the Democrats. You dig? But again, we can't have like genocide going on here. This is it's insane. It's utterly insane. Let's see who's calling. What's up? Who's calling?
Okay, that you make a big time for the day.
What's up? I'm gonna have you call back, Big Darryl. I want some of the non-black people to call up because I wanted to have you chime in. What's up? Who's calling?
Tariq Lee, boss. This is Jackson, man, from Chicago. How you feeling, bro?
Hey, Jackson. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm feeling better than awesome. Real quick, first, I just emailed you at Tariq Info about a location for the drive, potential location. I sent that to you because we've actually done a movie viewing with Hidden College before, but down at the Culture Connection. Everything was official too, but I just emailed it to you, so check that out.
Okay, yeah, I know the people at Culture Connection. So how big is that venue? How big is that spot?
You know what? In terms of like for capacity?
Yeah.
Capacity, we have about 300 max. We just had Dr. Umar there about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, so about 300 max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were thinking about doing something there. I just didn't know how big the venue was. But go ahead, brother.
And also in terms of volunteers, when will we know, or like where can I go as a resource to know like what the date would be?
Yeah, we'll let everybody know that this week. We're getting all that together now. Me, Ola, and Aki and all that, we're getting all that together, and we'll let you know that. But definitely we're thinking about doing the actual drive on Saturday, December 20th, and then we'll probably get the volunteers to come the day before and that day because we'll start bagging everything up, and we're just getting everything together. But I'll email you all the details and let you know what we're going to do.
Last thing, Tariq, look, I stay across the street from Obama, right? And the other day, I'm used to seeing crazy stuff, in terms of like when they have the motorcade, things like that. But the other day, man, I was walking outside. As soon as I walked outside of my building, I saw a stealth fighter plane. Like it looked like it was damn near finna land on his house. It like scared the hell out of me, dude.
Damn.
It just blew my mind, man.
That's incredible.
But for me, that was just a reminder. It's like, it's real out here. You know what I'm saying? To see a stealth fighter plane, like, right over your crib in an urban area like that, it's real.
That's heavy, man. Hey, man, thank you for the call, fam. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's that? White people keep asking, what about... Yeah, they keep... that's another thing. The white supremacists are major liars. They keep talking about this white kid named Dylan Taylor. They keep telling this lie that he got shot by some black cop, which he didn't. It was a white cop who shot him, trying to compare that to Mike Brown. And look, dude, the white supremacists are some of the biggest liars on the planet. Half the shit out their mouth is a lie. Dylan Taylor's a white kid. I think he was in Utah. He was unarmed. I think the cop told him to put his hands up or whatever. He had on some headphones or whatever, and the cop shot him. Now, the white supremacists, first of all, tried to lie and say that it was a black person. But then a video came out and showed that it was a white cop. So this is why it's important to videotape everything. Because if you don't have video, the white supremacists will lie through their teeth. They will lie through their teeth. He was a Latino cop, still white. I'm not going for that. Latinos are classified as white, so he was still white. And that's the little game the white supremacists like to play. And plus, that dude he was wanted for a felony. So he was a real felon. See, they keep trying to make Mike Brown a felon. Mike Brown wasn't a felon, and there is no Mike Brown. People keep saying that he stole from that store. Do you know that store didn't call the police on Mike Brown? It was a customer who called the police because they saw Mike Brown getting into an altercation with the guy at the store. And they assumed that Mike Brown just stole something or whatever. The customer did. But the store didn't call the police on Mike Brown for stealing, because Mike Brown, if you see the video, he actually paid. So I don't know what the altercation was about, but Mike Brown actually paid for those cigarillos he got. I don't know what the altercation was about. And that's another thing. We got to do something. There's a lot of things that could be done. First of all, man, I think that one thing, black people should be labeled as a sovereign nation that gets federal protection. The way we getting shot down like this with impunity, which black-on-black crime has nothing to do with, because black-on-black crime gets punished. Black people should be held as a sovereign nation, like certain Native American groups. Another thing, suspected white supremacists who call the police on black people making false claims, there should be an injunction where they are charged with a felony for making a false claim. If you call up and say, hey, there's a black guy here waving a gun, and the cops come and shoot him, that person should be charged. We need an injunction for that, because that's going to stop these white supremacists from lying. Because now what's happening is that all white supremacists have to do now, they know how the cops are. They sit around and watch black folks. All they have to do is call up and say, you doing something crazy. All the white supremacist has to do right now, if you out and about, black person, if you out and about at a store right now, family, you go to the supermarket and go get some milk. What's stopping a white supremacist from saying, hey, there's a black guy in the grocery store with a gun. There's a black guy, he has a gun, and the cops come in and shoot you, and you don't know what's going on. If a cop come in there acting crazy with you, you don't know what's going on. That's what's happening right now. You saw Mike Brown take the cigars, but Mike Brown put money on that desk too. Mike Brown put money on there. So the store, even if you look at the early interviews, the lawyer for that store said that they didn't say Mike Brown stole anything. They didn't say he stole anything. What's up? Who's calling? Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, Tariq?
What's up, man? I had you call back, man. I want the non-black listeners to call up. I want to hear what's on their mind. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, how's it going? Kid Flex.
What's up, man? What's your name?
Jay, man. Calling from New Orleans.
Okay, I had you call back, brother. Yeah, he paid, from what I understand, he paid for those cigarillos. See, y'all keep listening to the white supremacists. And see, that prosecutor was real slick. That prosecutor said, we got a call that there was a robbery. But the store didn't call and say there was a robbery. Understand that. The store did not call and say there was a robbery. And if Mike Brown had just robbed somebody, why is he getting into an altercation with a cop if he just stole some cigarillos? So none of that stuff makes sense. None of it makes sense. Let's see who's calling. What's up? Who's calling? Yo. Hello? All right, this motherfucker calling up just to see if the number is real. Okay, we got some scared white supremacists who are afraid to say something. What's up, Artful? You say, what does it matter? Well, call up, Artful. Artful, call up. Just so we'll know you're not trolling. Artful Dodger, call up. Artful, we want you to call up. Okay, I'm going to have to, let me see, because if Artful doesn't call up, I'm going to have to block him. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, this is Raymond.
Raymond, I had your call back, brother. All right, Artful Dodger, I'm going to have to block you if you're not going to call up, because you just can't repeat the same thing over and over again. Don't want you to do that. So you got to call up. I just block you out the room. So call up. What's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, this is Orlando Humble from Big Sandy, Texas.
I have you call back, brother. I have you call back, brother. All right. The number is 818-850-5404. That is the number. And again, like I said, we need some brothers and sisters to help us volunteer out in Chicago. We need some help out there in Chicago. Yeah, I banned Artful Dodger. I banned him. Yeah, so we got to stop going for the okie doke. And that's why, we got MillinoisNation.org to get the real information out there. The number is 818-850-5404. That's right. I'm gonna get your email when I'm done with the show tonight. Yeah, a lot of these news networks, man, that you think are liberal, they're like Fox News Light. They have just the same type of racist coverage as all of these other networks. So again, the white supremacists are getting real bold right now. They're very emboldened right now, and we are in a state of emergency. So we got to get very serious about what we're doing out here. What's up? Who's calling? Yo.
Yeah, nigga, it's Artful, nigga.
Okay. Artful, first of all, don't call up with the fake gangster shit, because that's not working. So stop with the fake gangster talk, Artful. What's on your mind? There you go. That's what I thought. Nigga hung up. All right. You can tell a fake wannabe thug a mile away. Just stop it. You ain't scaring nobody with that shit, nigga. Nigga, all right, stop. Nigga, you sound like you got on some satin pajamas that's hugging all up in your groin, calling up sounding like an OG. Nigga, stop. Nigga, you called up laying on your stomach. Don't call up to my show trying to be no G. You ain't fooling nobody, nigga. This nigga called me from his bubble bath. You ain't fooling nobody, Artful. Stop trying to thug out, nigga. Nigga, you get your booty hole waxed. Nigga, don't call up sounding gangster. That was the most unconvincing gangster I've ever heard in my life. Not only that, the minute I called you out, your bitch ass hung up. This nigga trying to sound hard with a picture of Katy Perry in his room. You ain't fooling nobody, Artful. You couldn't even carry on with your fake gangster talk. You couldn't even do it long enough. You had to hang up. Come on, nigga. That nigga got a tattoo of August Alsina on his back. Come on, nigga. You know you weren't no gangster. You didn't fool nobody for 1 second. All right? So don't call up trying to sound thuggish, nigga. This nigga go to sleep with a satin do-rag trying to talk. Hey, nigga, come on, nigga. You didn't have enough bass in your voice. That nigga got dried sperm chips in his chin hairs. You little dick sucker. Fuck out of here. All right, let's get some more calls. What's up? Who's calling?
You take a boat, man.
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's going on, Tariq?
What's going on with you, man?
This Carlos from DC, man.
Carlos from DC. How you doing, man? Why your name Carlos, man? Where you get the name Carlos, man? A lot of black folks be naming their kid because you don't sound like you ain't got no Latino in you.
I ain't got no Latino.
What's your whole name?
What'd you say?
What's your whole name, Carlos?
Carlos. What'd you say was my last name?
What's your middle name?
Eugene.
Carlos Eugene. Your mom was all over the damn place with your name. Carlos Eugene. Your mama said, what we gonna name this baby? First, we're gonna name him after my granddaddy Eugene. Now we gotta think of something that sounds exotic. Carlos. All right. Go ahead, Carlos. Go ahead. I'm messing with you, Steve. Go ahead. What's on your mind?
Nah, I know you. So, hey, you say you're taking a bubble bath, though. But, hey, but look, though. Shit, I had a question, man. I got a uncle, right?
Yeah.
And he really don't have no awareness of self. You know what I'm saying? He don't pay attention to, what's going on in the world today. So I be telling him, what's going on, how they killing us out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? They literally just murdering innocent black men. You know what I'm saying? Like it's legal. So I try to tell him what's going on. And what he say to me is, I'm telling him too much. He can't handle it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm inflicting pain on him. He not trying to be dealing with this, listening to this every day. He trying to live his life. You know what I'm saying? So he asked me if I could just stop telling him what's going on. He rather just not hear about it, and he won't think about it.
How old is your uncle?
He like 43, 44, man. And that like shocked me. I couldn't believe that came from him. So, I kind of called him and told him, he bitched up. You know what I'm saying? And he said I disrespected him. So I'm like, but look what you just said. I didn't expect for you to say that. You telling me leave you alone. I'm inflicting pain on you.
A lot of these brothers, man, they know that they failed the youth. They know it. And when the youth remind them of that, when the youth are saying, hey, uncle, hey, dad, they fucking us up out here, man. What do we do? I don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it because the situation right now is part of their failure. They haven't created anything for us, this generation, to build on. We don't have anything, and we're stuck because these niggas chase jobs, white women, integration, just a lot of things that's not really tangible, and we're getting the backlash of it. And these niggas wanted to get out here and knock up hood rats, and that's that whole generation who niggas knocked up different hood rats and got babies all over the place. Just a lot of slave nigga shit that popped off, and these dudes are very ashamed right now. So again, I say to the young cats, that's why I reach out to them. It's up to you to get things popping. It's us to the generation now to get businesses and get an economic base going, because these older black folks, man, they ain't gonna really tell you what the real deal is, and that's a shame. But anyway, man, I'm going to talk more about that now. Thanks for the call.
So you say...
Okay, brother. Thank you for the call, brother. Sorry to hang up on you. But a lot of black folks, man, they're upset, especially a lot of older black people. They sat up here and tried to play this little game where they were all about themselves on that individuality thing, and they thought that they can get a good job and lay up with under white supremacy and just kind of chill out with their own little cubicle under white supremacy, and they'll be taken care of forever. And they got a wake-up call. And like I was talking about on the Bill Cosby podcast I did, talking about how a lot of we only have a one generation of black people to accumulate a lot of wealth, and that's because it was given by the dominant society. A lot of these black folks, many of them, failed to talk about issues pertaining to the black community. Some did, some didn't. And a lot of them did not create parallel economies, which they could have done. And at the end of the day, the white supremacists have shitted on them. Like, this is why I say, when the white supremacists give you something, give you wealth and riches and fame, they can also take that away. They can also take it away. Look at what's happening to Bill Cosby. And I've talked about this several times, but what's happening to Bill Cosby is not a coincidence. It's very deliberate. Right before this man is about to die, because he's going to die pretty soon. I'm not wishing death on him, but he's up there. Almost 80 years old, so he ain't got too much long to go. And God forbid he doesn't die anytime soon. But right before, this man's at the twilight of his life, they're going to just smear this dude with all of these rape allegations. That's specifically targeting his brand, so that will dissipate the money he could pass down to his next generation. They did the same thing with Michael Jackson. His money is scattered all over the place. His estate. His family is still fighting for his estate now. Richard Pryor, his estate and his legacy. When we were doing Hidden Colors 1, I wanted to get some footage of Richard Pryor from his show. White people own all of Richard Pryor's stuff right now. That ex-wife of his, the white lady, and there's another white guy named Burt Sugarman. They own all of Richard Pryor's stuff. And a lot of black folks, man, they didn't build parallel economies. And who am I got? Who do I have to ban? I'm the man. What is he saying? Hold on. Okay, let me ban. I ban him. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Is this one of these motherfuckers with some shit where I can't ban? Okay, I'm going to ban I'm the man in a minute. He keeps spamming the same thing. But what happens with us, man, we get up under people and we play this game with the white supremacists. And we think getting a lot of money from the white supremacists means power. That's not power. You're just a nigga with a lot of money. Power is when you own something. And the white supremacists, they make sure that you don't own anything. You understand? The white supremacists go out of their way to make sure that you don't own anything. They'll shower you with money. They'll even give you nice little cute titles. But they will make sure that you don't own anything. And a perfect example of that is Michael Jordan. Okay, I'm trying to, hold on. Let me ban this I'm the man dude. Hold on, family. Hold on. Because my thing is messing up and I can't ban people, but let me try to ban him now. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, fam. 1 second. Let me refresh my page. I'm going to ban his ass now. These white supremacists are in here heavy. Hold on 1 second. Let me get in the chat room. 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. Okay. There you go. I banned him. All right. And who's the other person I need to ban? What's his name? Mind State or whatever. What's his name? Okay, Pimp Barbecue, I got to ban you too. Okay, I banned him. Got him out of here. Where's Mindset? Let me see where he is. I'm getting him out. I got a couple of them already. Let me get Mindset. Let me get this Mindset person. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, then I can spit in. Remind me what I'm saying, because I had a good thought I wanted to make. Mindset. Man Mindset. Got him. Chat. Hold on 1 second. Hit the wrong goddamn thing. Hold on. Man Mindset. Man. Damn it. Hold on. It's not letting me ban this asshole. Okay. Hold on. Let me ban Man Mindset real quick. See, this messes up the flow of the show. Hold on. Man Mindset. All right, there you go. And I ban your dusty ass. All right, there we go. All right, I banned him. All right, we're good. All right, we're good now. All right. All right, now like I was saying, a lot of us, and I'm sorry about it, I apologize, man. There's like almost 1,500 people in here, so, we're going to get some knuckleheads in here. But I was saying that the white supremacists make sure that they give you money, but don't allow you to own anything if they're giving you the money. They don't let you use that money to own something. Now, Michael Jordan was a great example. Michael Jordan was the poster child for black neutrality. He was neutral on everything, but Michael Jordan never gave his opinion to anything black. He was the non-black black person, which was great. It was great marketing. But Michael Jordan was infamous for not speaking on any issues. Nothing. And that's a gift and a curse. Because then you alienate yourself from your base. And if you think that doing that is going to get you in positions of power with the white supremacists, you're wrong. And Michael Jordan learned that the hard way. when Jordan left the Bulls, and Jordan just invigorated the game. His brand invigorated the game. The Chicago Bulls, he made them just an international household name. Then he went to the Washington Wizards. And Jordan had a very small ownership, very small piece of that franchise. And what Jordan wanted to do with the Wizards, Jordan wanted to get with the Wizards, build the brand up, and then ultimately take over full ownership. So what Jordan did, Jordan started playing again. He came out of retirement, and a lot of people thought it was because of ego, but I think Jordan was really trying to build the panache and the brand of the Washington Wizards, and he got him out there. When Jordan played for the Washington Wizards, he was playing on bad knees, so he was playing awful. He was playing on bad knees. He was absolutely awful. But all the games were basically sold out when he played. I mean, he got people in the seats. People went to see him. And after the season was over, after he said, okay, I'm done playing, he went to the owners and he was like, hey, so I'm ready to just, because they gave him like money and a title. He's the president of the Washington Wizards. They gave him a nice, cute title, just like they do all black folks. They give him a little money, give him a nice, authoritative title, but they don't really own anything. And Jordan learned that the hard way. Jordan went to the Wizards, to the owners. I think the owner was named Abe Pollock. I think that's his name. Abe Pollock. I think that was the name of the owner of the Wizards at the time. I think that guy died since then. But Jordan went to him like, hey, I'm done playing. And I'm ready to work and work in the back office, and I want to ultimately take over the team, take over ownership. Abe Pollock said, no, Michael, that's not part of the plan. And Pollock told Jordan straight up, I'm not giving you my team, Michael, because I worked 39 years to get my team working for this brand, so I'm not giving you my team, and I don't want to be partners with you. Abe Pollock told Michael that verbatim. That book that I got, $40 million Slave, that book talks about that. He told Jordan, I don't want you to be my partner, Jordan. So Michael Jordan got fired from the Wizards. Michael Jordan, multi-millionaire, household name, brand, big money, the epitome of black success, he got fired from the Wizards. If somebody can fire you, you ain't got no power. If you think I'm bullshitting, look up what I'm saying. Michael Jordan even did an interview. Michael did an interview talking about that with Ed Bradley from 60 Minutes. Let me see if I can find that for you while we're here. That shows how much power you don't have. If a motherfucker can fire you, you ain't really got no power. Let me find that interview. Ed Brad. Let me see. Michael Jordan, Ed Bradley. Where's that interview? Damn, so now it's going to take me a minute. Oh, man, there's an interview where he's talking about it. I want to get to the clip. Okay, let me see if there's because I saw a short clip of it. Damn, I'm not going to be able to find it. Okay, I can't find it now, man. I wish I should have saved it for you. But yeah, that dude A straight up fired Jordan and said, "Look, I got it. I got it. Hold on one second. Let me download it. Okay, let me download. Let me let y'all hear this. Hold on one second. Let me get these calls real quick while I'm doing that. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, this is Mike from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, Mike from Atlanta. How you doing, man? What's on your mind, brother?
Kind of got a question similar to the young lady that called earlier.
about her dude. You know, she conscious and he ain't really on that conscious shit.
Yeah.
I'm in a similar situation, but I'm married.
Oh, damn. So your lady ain't conscious.
Right, man. You know, she got a good head on her. You know, you basically married her because she's good with finances. And, you know, when I was on that nigga shit, you know, it was perfect. But I started listening to Zoe Williams' show, and I heard you on there, Dr. Umar, one show that they had last year. So, you know, I kind of got hooked to Hidden Colors, started reading more.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't never really talking to white folks anyway down here in, you know, South Georgia. So,
yeah.
I got more knowledge of self since a year ago. So, you know, we got
to get to the point. Let's get to the point, brother. Let's get to the point here.
I made a fork in the road. Like, should I try to work with her or just charge it to the game?
Now, how long y'all been married? How long y'all been married?
2 years.
2 years, okay. Yeah. What you can work that out with your wife, man. You can just chop up game with her and just kind of slowly introduce her because again, a lot of knowledge is kind of new. Sometimes you might butt heads a little bit, but I don't think that's enough to get divorced and all that stuff about. Once you start acting upon what you're talking about and doing what you say and building an economy for yourself, your wife will get on board. You dig? She's going to follow you. So just don't get caught up.
That's what I'm trying to do now. Really, my eyes been opened up to a lot of shit, but I know one thing is, get your shit in order, really get your shit in order. And black empowerment, there's a lot of black business around here in Savannah, so I'm trying to get on that and trying to go into business for myself.
Yes, indeed. All right, man. Thank you for the call, brother. Thank you. This brother, okay. Thank you, brother. Y'all all over the damn place, man. Come on. I can't let y'all ramble, man. No disrespect. Y'all gotta get to the point with me. I hate when people call up and they just want to go on and on and on and on and just ramble and not really get to the point. You gotta get to, y'all know my patience is short. My God. Okay, man, you got to kind of get to the point, man. I'm trying to get a lot of calls, and I don't want to lose my train of thought. But anyway, let me show y'all. This is the interview where Michael Jordan talked about getting fired.
Perhaps Jordan's biggest professional failure was his tenure with the Washington Wizards. In 2000, he became a part owner and top manager of the team, and then decided he could make a bigger contribution by going back on the court. Although he had moments of greatness, his knees began to fail him, and he announced he was done as a player. Soon after, the Wizards unceremoniously fired him.
Did you see getting fired coming? No. If that was the case, then obviously I wouldn't have went back to play because I felt like I played injured. I went through surgery, and I did the things that a lot of the young kids and did not do, and I didn't have to do it. But I did it with the benefit of trying to help an organization get back on its feet. And the gratitude that I was being given was your services no one wanted or needed. So I felt like I was used in a sense. But, we all been in a situation where we've been used and we regret what but you learn.
And after his long career, Jordan can't keep silent about the state of basketball today. He says that too many young players are overpaid and overindulged, affecting their work ethic. And
all right, so that's basically the gist of it. So there, right out of the horse's mouth, man. This dude, in the height of his career. I mean, this dude, and hundreds of millions of dollars, man. Hundreds of millions of dollars, man, and the dude, I got used, which they did. They did use him. That's what the white supremacists do. They use you. They give you bullshit titles, let you call yourself the president or whatever, and the minute you're not useful to them, bye, nigga. Let me get that little money back from you. The minute you're not useful to them, just like Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is no longer useful to the white supremacists. They're dumping on Bill Cosby right now. You got to understand, man, black people think that you're going to buy into the white supremacist power structure. You got to create your own, man. You got to create your own. That's why, man, a lot of people criticize Tyler Perry. I'm not. That's why I've always said I'm a big fan of Tyler Perry. People criticize me for giving props to Tyler Perry. No matter what you say about Tyler, you might not like his movies. I like some of his movies, some I don't. Some of his shows I like, some I don't. I got the utmost respect for Tyler Perry, though. Tyler Perry's doing what he's supposed to do. I'm so not mad at Tyler. I've been telling y'all, that's why I popped my collar to Tyler. You can't, nobody's firing Tyler Perry. You can get mad at Monday all you want. I've been telling y'all, Tyler Perry is doing the right shit. Tyler Perry is doing the right thing. Everybody's hating on him, and I'm right there. I'm like, y'all hating on the wrong dude. Y'all, black folks want to sit up and give props to the nigga with the good job. I'm looking at the dude who's the entrepreneur. See, the entrepreneur might struggle coming out the gate. He might not be shining and glistening like the dude who's right up under the white supremacists. But the thing is, the dude who has his own shit is going to have longevity. He owns what he does. He can control what he does. And he calls the shots. And he's going to be around a little bit longer. You're not going to be sitting up talking about, oh, you got a $500 million talking about somebody fired you? Shit. That ain't it, man. That lets you know. You shouldn't have $500 million talking about somebody that fired you. hands up, don't shoot. He was saying, ass up, come loot. He was chanting something else. What's that? It's hard, food trucks. We don't have grocery stores in the hood. You need to get them. You need to get them. You need to get them. Yeah, I heard about the girl who got shot in the eye out there. Man. Step by step. I'm going to have to do that, man, just on some step-by-step tip just to show people what to do. We got to really break that down. And my dude, Jason Black, his movie, 7 a.m., which talks about economics, that's coming out in January 17th. So you guys definitely need to check that out. And again, when we do Hidden Colors 4, we're going to touch on that more. And I'm going to talk about that more on podcasts. And we need to get out on the road and do a tour where we're talking about this and just really breaking it down. Anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here, y'all. That's my time. It's 9 o'clock out here in L.A. It's been good chopping up game with everybody. We'll get the music popping. We'll get some Tariq Elite Radio music popping, everybody. So y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all hold tight. For about 30 seconds to 1 minute, and I will be back with music right here on Tariq Radio. And go to melanoidnation.org. Donate. Peace. Hold on. Where you